Hi, I'm Sean. I'm 20. I've got something called developmental dyspraxia. I've had it since I was little and I've grown up with it really. It's grown with me and it's been a part of me for as long as I can remember really. I work at the Dog Sanctuary. I've seen Sun Park in Birmingham. I don't know a bit about the sanctuary. I went there as a child, so I took part in the riding therapy. It's had a massive impact on my life overall. I don't know a bit about it, to be honest. So yeah, brilliant.
Are you getting on college now, Sean?
So I'm the youngest on the course at 20, and all the rest are quite old and they've got kids.
Quite old? What do you mean by quite old?
Oh, I'm not going to comment on that, but they're quite old, you know.
When he was up on his feet, I think that's when we noticed
a big difference.
He was different to other children of his age. He was very clumsy. He had a very awkward gait when he walked. When he ran, he used to fall over all the time.
Oh yeah.
I've known Sean for 3 years now since I've been working here. He's a very valid member of staff. He is always a delight. He always tries really hard. He's a pleasure to work with. Some of his duties that he has to do is things like mucking out, leading donkeys, tacking up donkeys, different things like that. He struggles quite a lot with tying lead ropes, or he used to struggle a lot with doing rugs up for the donkeys. He has worked quite a lot on things like that and he's massively improved.
I've always had a very wide range of friends, particularly in my older teenage years, and I've been very, very supportive. They're always there for me when I need them. There's been good times and bad times and I've had lots of help, and I'm very grateful really, very, very grateful.
You gave me and a headband.
Really?
That's all you need to win a marathon.
Results. Motivation,
yeah.
There's not a bad word I can say about him. We've all had our bad points in life, ups and downs and challenges, and he just hits them off like nothing, and that's what you should do when you're put in that situation.
I worked at a kennels called Wags, which is quite local in Shenstone. I worked there every Friday for about a year. That really helped me socially, and I learned a bit more about dogs. You think you know quite a lot about dogs, but you pick up quite a lot from other people, so I've learned my trade there and done a good job there. So.
When Sean first came to us and asked if he could volunteer, he was very open about the fact that he'd got dyspraxia. Sean just worked normally, the same as anybody else did, on a voluntary basis, to the point where one of the staff members came in a couple of weeks after Sean had been here and said that he wasn't tying his poo bags when he was putting them in the bin. And I said, oh right, well that's a bit strange, I'll speak to Sean. Then after thinking about it for half an hour, I realised it was because of the dyspraxia. Sean actually couldn't physically tie the knots in the bag. So we spoke to Sean about it and just said, right, just give your poo bag to somebody, they'll put a knot in it and throw it away.
He always gets involved as well. Like if we ever needed water in the field, he'd always be the first to volunteer to come inside and collect bottles of water and bowls and take them out. Really hard working, always involved.
Did his work experience, he went to volunteer down at the Donkey Sanctuary, which is where he'd attended himself as a child when he was at junior school. So he wanted to give something back.
And he used to have to be walked around with two girls, you know, one each side, to hold him on sort of thing, which he does now to other babies and children, don't you?
Here goes Zebedee. Come on now. That foot, you know what you're doing? Pull it up, I think. Your foot in. I've got dyspraxia, so as part of that, my mum saw my TA at the time at primary school. She actually convinced my mum to let me take part in donkey-assisted riding therapy here at the sanctuary. I came when I was 5, left when I was 11. I'd definitely recommend this kind of therapy. It's fantastic. It works on things like core balance and your motor skills. It's very, very sociable, so it's very good for kids with autism because they come out of the show quite a lot.
Sean then came back as a 16-year-old to volunteer, and he's now a part-time member of staff. He works 3 days a week. He used to struggle a lot with doing rugs up for the donkeys, communicating with the children. He has worked quite a lot on things like that and he's massively improved. He really, really tries really hard with everything he does. He really focuses on things that he struggles with, and he really helps himself by asking for help. He's just a really great guy, really fun to have around, works really hard, and I can't really fault him.
The next train to arrive at platform 11B will be the 12:52 London Middle service to Longbridge.
I came here as a child. I came when I was 5 and left when I was about 11. It was called Conductive Education then. It's now changed to NICE.
We have a preschool, we've got a primary school, and also an adult-based rehabilitation service. We work with people who have incurable movement disorders, so that's people with cerebral palsy, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, and also people who perhaps have suffered a stroke.
So Sean, when you were involved with the charity, what did you used to get involved with?
I was 5 and I finished at about 11. I came with my mum. She used to drive me from home to here. I got here for about 9 o'clock, and we used to work on things like balance, core strength exercises. I'd lie on like a wooden bed with a blue mat on it, and we used to do things like stretching exercises and basic education. We used to work on like there's a picture card with the sun in it and a cloud, and I used to go left and right and I had to stretch that way. And a lot of balance exercises, bean bags on my head, and I had to keep it on my head for a long time.
It's a very positive can-do approach, looking at what people can do rather than what they can't do in society and in their life.
So when Sean worked with us, we got him to do some trials when he came, which involved being silly around the dogs. We crawled around the field, we did climbing over the chairs, we did all sorts of silly bits and bobs just for team building really, to get him involved with the staff, and he really gelled with everybody else. He always bought like little chocolates and all sorts, so he was lovely with the staff. And he learned to tie poo bags.
I did, yeah.
Finally, he tied a poo bag. Yeah, which he really struggled with at the start, and then in the end he was getting it really quickly. So.
Dyspraxia can vary in a lot of ways. It can affect people very differently. I believe every case is different. Just do what's right for you. So everyone's different. Do what you feel comfortable with. But at the same time, try and challenge yourself as much as possible. So you need to push yourself constantly. You need to have goal targets, if you like. Try and push yourself as much as possible and try and do what's best for you.
How have you been? Not too bad, Sean. Not too bad yourself. What have you been up to?
I'm working. I'm at college. Remember the days at Rob Baston?
I do indeed.
Yeah. Oh wow, long time ago. How's it doing there? How's it going?
It's always entertaining.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment. Did you do much in the sort of the equestrian yard, or was it more just?
More animal based, so more on the animal unit.
Because you always like the dogs and stuff, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm a dog person, so I loved it there. Really, really good time.
Things I remember is trying to get you to draw a straight line with a ruler.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Practice guys to drawing. Yeah. Oh, still can't do it now.
It was the biggest ordeal ever. It took like 18 months to draw a straight line.
Shocking. Your help was great, really supported me. So.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, Sean. Yeah. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. It was always a pleasure working with Sean because he was very motivated, and he would always go above and beyond. So anything you ask him to do, he would actually get on and do it. When you read through an assignment for him, he would just sit there, take everything on board. He just always took it as it was meant, as a sort of a compliment, and to help him improve on what he'd already got, which was really nice.
So you had a good week, son?
Yeah, been busy as always. Monday at work, Tuesday college, Wednesday work, and then I've been studying for 2 days as well. So.
Okay. When do you start your work placement with college?
Next week.
What days?
I'm doing Thursday and Friday. So.
How are you going to fit that in with work and college?
It'll be hard work basically, but no pain, no gain.
Probably the thing I'm most proud about with Sean is his work ethic. Since right back when he was at school, although he struggled academically, he would put in loads of effort to work as hard as he possibly could to get to the grades that he needed. That's followed on since he's left school. He's volunteered at loads of places to try and get work, and he's been really passionate himself about going out and finding work. Generally, he's just volunteered and got on and worked as hard as he possibly could.
I've always had a great family. I think upbringing with disability and other things as well is very, very important, the way you're brought up. I've always been told that you can do everything you want to do if you want to work hard enough and you want to improve yourself. I think it's always very important to try. I'll always try. If I don't, pass first time, I'll try again. That's my constant work ethic, and I think that's what you need to get through. I'm very, very charitable, so I'll always give to charity. I think I've had a lot of charity in my life that's improved me, so I always want to give back, reinvest. I've been very lucky. I've run 2 half marathons and a fun run, as you can see. I always like running because I think it's quite mental, so it's a mental challenge, so you've got to always think mentally. So your body will say to you, that's really hard, I give up. But your mind will be constantly going saying, you've got this. So I think that's the way I live my life, and it kind of relates to what I do.
But he's grown up to be, as I say, something out of this world to us, hasn't he, really?
He still has his moments.
Overcomes them, don't you? You overcome them. He likes people to talk to him, don't you? And some people don't bother, do they? And that's important to Sean, if you talk to him,
Good. Oh, look at your hair now. My future aspirations, I'd like to become a TA, so a teaching assistant to special needs children. I've got qualifications in animal management and animal care, so I'm qualified to work with animals. If the opportunity arises, I'd like to carry that forward, but at present I thought one day, I have dyspraxia, it's a disability, okay, so people can see my point of view. I can try and help children that maybe are going through the same thing that I went through as a little. Bye girls! On terms of the animal side, I did a lot of volunteer work. I volunteered at Sanctuary, WAGs. I also volunteered at the Birmingham Conservative and Nature Park on Canal Park, and it was absolutely brilliant. Staff there were amazing. Adam and the crew, big heads up, absolutely brilliant. So I'd definitely recommend that if anyone wants to be an upcoming zookeeper. Go and volunteer there, get your name out there, and maybe you never know. So. Get that? Yeah, that's right.